broad and rapidly narrow towards the top of the countries whose birth rate and death rate are high. Can you tell? It is given in the pyramids, you know, where the population pyramids are there. Why is the base broad and rapidly narrow towards the top of the countries whose birth rate and death rate are high? 9? Okay, it is given in your page number 69. Let me show you your NCERT. Did you all get the question? Question, you all get it? Got it? Why is the base and broad rapidly narrow towards the top of the countries whose birth rate and death rate are high? Okay, so see. Here is the answer given of yours.
Jai sir.
Jai Hind, Jai Hind. Okay, can you see this, students? This paragraph, the population pyramid of a
Yes.
country in which birth and death rates both are high, is broad at the base and rapidly narrows towards the top. Now read what is the why it is like that. What is the reason given behind? Read it.
This is because although many children are born, a large percentage of them die in their infancy. Relatively few becomes adult, and there are very few old people. This situation
There are
is
very few old people. So see, this is shown. So what was the question? That in a country where both the birth rate is also high and also the population pyramid of country in which birth and death rates both are high. So in that, broad at the base and rapidly narrows towards the top, as you can see in this one. Population 6.7, the figure 6.7, pyramid of Kenya. Can you see this pyramid? So the
yes,
base is very broad. जैसे जैसे हम ऊपर की तरफ जा रहे हैं, what is happening? The pyramid is narrowing. So what is the reason? See, so reason is, this is because although many children are born, say you can see from 0 to 4 years of age, many children are there. So many children are born. A large percentage of die in their infancy. बहुत लोग जो हैं अपनी infancy में भी मारे जाते हैं. So you can see 0 to 4, then it is decreasing. Can you see 5 to 9 it is decreasing, then 10 to 14 it is more decreasing. So you know जब वो छोटे रहते हैं, by then only they start dying. So that is why first the population pyramid is quite wide. देखो धीरे धीरे narrow हो रहा है. Why it is becoming narrowing? Because जितना age बढ़ रहा है, the children are dying as the age is, as they are growing up. Next see, relatively few become adults. बहुत कम ही adults बनते हैं. You can see students 0 to 4 पूरा full line है ना? In the graph, it is full line of the graph covered.
yes, sir.
Hopefully everyone is, others are also understanding. And see, as you can see, say 15 to 19, when you are say when you are 18 years old you become adult. So you can see jab 15 to 19 hai, it has become much less. The population pyramid size has become much less. So meaning is what? So आप देख पा रहे हो यहाँ पे, that is many few become adults. And जितना देखो और जितना उम्र बढ़ रहा है 20 to 24 it is less, 30 to 34 it is becoming more less and more less, and many very few people become old and are become adults, and there are very few old people. As you can see here, बहुत कम old people है. Above say even 59 to 55 is very less people. So that is why this is the main thing. This is situation is typified by pyramid shown for Kenya. Kenya is a country, an African country. वहां पे इस तरह का situation अभी भी है. Still the situation is like this, students. Even during the British period, जब British period में हमारे इंडिया में, even in India the situation was almost like this. Very few people used to become very old, especially among the poor people. गरीब लोगों में बहुत कम ही लोग बहुत सालों तक जीते थे. Either used to die because of some disease or some other things. Mainly, there was the main cause was diseases, because they did not had the medicines, they did not had the money to for cure. Also, in many cases there was no cure, कोई cure भी नहीं था उनके लिए. So now, will you all be able to write this answer? यहीं से मिल जाएगा आपको from NCERT. The population pyramid of a country. How many students right now? Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Hayat and others. Abdul, did you all get this answer?
Yes, sir.
इसको मार्क कर लो, प्लीज मार्क इट. और वहां पे यू नो इन जस्ट राइट इट कॉमेट क्वेश्चन, आंसर ऑफ कॉमेट क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट, वेट. Okay, next question is, this next question I will explain you tomorrow. I was trying to see why it is so, but I could not get any satisfactory answer. So let me discuss it with other teachers and then I will let you know why Uttar Pradesh has the highest population but the population density of Bihar is high. Why? So there are some reasons given, but I found that I did not find them satisfactory. So let me ask this question to other teachers and I will clarify it to you, because it's not yet clear to me. It is given, students. I also read it. Uttar Pradesh is a large state. It has a large area. That is why the population is distributed, and so population density is less. Uttar Pradesh क्योंकि एक बहुत बड़ा state है, तो बहुत it is the most populous state. Remember, students, still in India, Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state. सबसे ज़्यादा population उत्तर प्रदेश में है. But the density of population, that is people living per square kilometer, is highest in Bihar. Why? So one answer is given, which I read, was that Uttar Pradesh is a large state, so the population is distributed. So population, people per square kilometer is less than Bihar, because Bihar is a small state. So definitely this can be one answer, but I feel that there may be some other reasons. So let me discuss. Otherwise, ये point समझ में आया students? This point. Again, what is population density, students? Can anyone tell me? Anyone who has understood?
Number of people living in an area per square kilometer.
Living in per square kilometer area. पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर एरिया में कितने लोग रह रहे हैं. जैसे सबसे कम कहां पे था स्टूडेंट्स? आज हम लोगों ने देखा था ना मैप में, सबसे कम पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर डेंसिटी वाज इन विच स्टेट? इट वाज 17.
अरुणाचल प्रदेश.
अरुणाचल प्रदेश मतलब वहां पे पॉपुलेशन भी कम है. अरुणाचल प्रदेश मतलब वहां पे पॉपुलेशन भी कम है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल रिमेंबर, अरुणाचल प्रदेश इज अ mountainous area. So in mountainous areas already people are less. But in that also अरुणाचल प्रदेश में सोचो एक पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर सिर्फ 17 लोग. And in Bihar, students, how many people per square kilometer in Bihar?
1102.
Just imagine 1102. Compare it with 17. So one reason is that ये कहा जा रहा है कि उत्तर प्रदेश is a large state, so though it has the highest population, but the population is distributed because of the large area. But Bihar has a good number of population, but the size of the state of Bihar is very small. That is why वहां पे population density बहुत ज्यादा है. But I feel there must be some other causes which are definitely not given in your book. So I will try to find and give you a particular answer tomorrow about this. But ये point लिख सकते हो. अच्छा, write 4 geographical factors affecting distribution of population. Geographical factors ये आपके NCERT में बहुत clearly दिया हुआ है. On
soil, climate, water and mineral.
Topography.
So देखो यहाँ पे ऐसे हाँ और बोलो. And
the topography, climate, soil,
water, minerals.
तो सिर्फ अगर क्लाइमेट, टोपोग्राफी, ये सिर्फ एक एक नाम लिख दोगे चलेगा? काम चलेगा? अदर स्टूडेंट्स, अगर सिर्फ ये नाम लिख दोगे नहीं चलेगा ना. यू विल हैव टू एक्सप्लेन. सो सी, आई एम अगेन ओपनिंग द एनसीईआरटी. So what is the question again? Write 4 geographical factors affecting distribution of population. Population ki distribution ko, you know, because population distribution is different in different parts of the world. So what affects population? Here, factors affecting distribution of population in an area. Can you see it, students? Topography, climate, soil, water.
Yes, sir.
Okay, first topography. People always prefer to live on plains. हम लोगों ने पढ़ा था, but again, let's revise it. People always prefer to live on plains rather than on mountains and plateaus because these areas are suitable for farming. Plains जो है सबसे ज़्यादा suitable होते हैं farming के लिए, like the North Indian plains, the whole northern plains. Manufacturing and service activities इनके लिए भी, you know, for industries also, जब हम लोगों ने industries पढ़ा था, this is human resource, but when we were studying about industries, wasn't one of the, you know, requirement for industries was plain land, if you remember?
Yes, sir.
Industries
Yes, sir.
बनाने के लिए one of the most important requirement was a plain land. उबड़ खाबड़ land या ऊंचा नीचा land में we cannot make industries like that. So that is why, that is also one of the reasons why population wants to live there. The Ganga plains are the most densely populated areas of the world, while mountains like Andes, Alps and Himalayas are sparsely populated. Sparsely means बहुत कम लोग रहते हैं वहाँ पे. Climate, another is climate. People usually avoid extreme climates that are very hot or very cold, like Sahara Desert, polar regions of Russia, Canada and Antarctica. हम लोग obviously बहुत ज़्यादा climate जहाँ पे extreme हो जाता है, we say no to such place. No one likes to live in such place. Soil, fertile soil. Soil की जगह I will say students write water. एक तो लिखना say topography you can write, climate write, water, because water is one of the most important things. People always prefer to live in the areas where fresh water is easily available. Fresh water which one can drink, which one can use for their cooking purposes. Fresh water. The river valleys of the world are densely populated while deserts have sparse population. Deserts में बहुत कम population होती है, river valleys में बहुत dense. Students, can you name me some of the ancient civilizations जो नदियों के किनारे बने थे? Some of you. Abhishek Kumar Yadav. Wait. Abhishek, wait. Let the other Abhishek give the answer. Abhishek Kumar. एक अभिषेक हमेशा जवाब देता है और एक अभिषेक चुप रहता है, ऐसा क्यों अभिषेक? अभिषेक यादव, गिव द आंसर. ऐसे कोई एंशिएंट सिविलाइजेशंस के बारे में बताओ जो कि नदियों के किनारे बसे थे. कैन यू नेम सम ऑफ देम? अभिषेक, am I audible? If you don't know the answer, you can tell. There is no harm in that. No. Pragya, can you tell us some civilizations which were based near some rivers? Pragya? Very easy question. किसने हाथ उठाया है? Who has raised the hand? अभिषेक यादव. अच्छा, अभिषेक, प्रांजल ने भी उठा. Okay, प्रांजल, you give the answer, प्रांजल.
Harappa civilization.
Okay, and it was situated near which river, Pranjal?
Sir, that I don't know. Sir, I don't know.
Indus.
Indus Valley.
Yes.
Indus Valley
Civilization.
Indus, जिसको हम लोग सिंधु नदी भी बोलते हैं. सिंधु नदी के किनारे. ठीक है, ये तो एक हो गया. Any other? Anyone can name any other ancient civilization near any river? Do you know which is the longest river of the world? Any of the student?
Yes, sir. Nile.
और नाइल नदी के किनारे कौन सी एंशिएंट सिविलाइजेशन बनी थी? Egyptian civilization. Have you heard of that? यहाँ पे pharaohs थे, mummies and pyramids. The ancient.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the ancient Egyptian civilization जो था, so that was formed in ancient Egypt. एंड वहां पे नाइल नदी बहती थी. तो अगर आप देखोगे उसका मैप पुराने एंशिएंट जो इजिप्ट का, तो वहां पे नाइल नदी के किनारे उनका पूरा जो सिविलाइजेशन था वो बसा हुआ था. सो रिमेंबर स्टूडेंट्स, सिंस एंशिएंट टाइम्स पीपल try to live near areas where fresh water is available, because only fresh water can be used for agriculture, for drinking purposes and all these things. We cannot use seawater for those things. जो खारा पानी होता है. That's why. And obviously minerals. So 4 में I will suggest you to write about topography, climate, water, and you can write about minerals or you can write about soil. Also there are some other important things like social. इसको भी याद रखना. So the question was about geographical factors, no students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but अगर एग्जाम में आता है social, cultural and economic factors, तो कुछ social, cultural और economic factors भी हैं. There's social areas of better housing, education and health facilities are more densely populated, like Pune. Cultural, जैसे कि बनारस है. Places with religion और cultural significance, धार्मिक जहाँ पे किसी चीज का significance होता है या cultural, वहाँ पे लोग ज्यादा attract होते हैं, like वाराणसी, जेरूसलम and Vatican City are some examples. Economic, industrial areas provide employment opportunities. Large number of people are attracted to these areas. Osaka in Japan and Mumbai in India are two densely populated areas. Okay, so the 4 factors are hopefully clear. Going to the next question. Yes, someone wants to ask something. So is this question clear to everyone, all the students?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
4 geographical. Abhishek को समझ में आया? Others, Hayat is there. Hayat is not saying
Yes,
anything. अच्छा चलो.
Yes, sir.
Hayat, you will show me this answer today only after this class. I want it on my personal wall. What is the pattern of population distribution? Write the areas which are crowded and sparsely populated. What is the pattern of population distribution? So patterns of population distribution, it is given. This topic is also clearly given in your NCERT. What do you mean by patterns of population change or population distribution?
Sir, it is a way in which people are spread across the Earth's surface.
That is true, but और कुछ नहीं? The way in which people are spread across the Earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. Okay, this is the definition. Okay. Write the areas which are crowded and sparsely populated. Can you tell me which areas are crowded and sparsely populated?
Yes, sir. Sir, South and Southeast Asia, Europe and Northeastern North America.
Okay, fine. So, do others know where this answer is given in NCERT?
Yes, sir.
Batao, in which page number it is given?
63.
Correct, 63, the top paragraph here. The way in which people are spread across the Earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. हम लोगों ने ये भी देखा था, of every 100 people, how many of live in Asia, how many of live in Europe, how many of live in Africa. This was quite interesting. So again, write down, this is the answer. The way in which people are spread across the Earth's surface is known as the pattern of population distribution. Some areas are very crowded and some are sparsely populated. Sparsely means less populated. The crowded areas are South and Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia में कौन से countries आ जाएंगे? Students, which countries will fall in Southeast Asia? Can anyone name 2 or 3 of them countries?
Sir, Southeast Asia.
Southeast एशिया मतलब मान लो इंडिया है, इंडिया से नीचे की तरफ आते हैं और ईस्ट की तरफ जो कंट्रीज हैं.
सर
म्यांमार. ओके फाइन. एंड
इंडोनेशिया.
हाँ करेक्ट, इंडोनेशिया एंड म्यांमार, इंडोनेशिया एंड
मलेशिया, सिंगापुर.
मलेशिया, सिंगापुर या फिलीपींस, थाईलैंड. वेरी करेक्ट.
फिलीपींस,
सिंगापुर.
हाँ Cambodia. There is
Cambodia.
another. Cambodia. Correct. So now can you guess which is southeast? South India में मान लो South
Yes,
India
sir.
और उसके east के तरफ. Now go towards east
Can
from south.
also see.
So that is Southeast Asia. Okay. So South and South Asia में क्या क्या आ जाएंगे? India, Bangladesh, India, Bangladesh happens, Pakistan,
In which part?
all these are Bhutan, all these are in South Asia. Chalo. Very few people live in high latitude areas. High latitude or high altitude, you can write. High altitude means पहाड़ों पे. Like tropical deserts, high mountains, and areas of equatorial forests. So, इन जगह पे लोग कम रहते हैं. और एक देख लेना, more than 90% of the world's population lives in about 30% of the land surface. The distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. बहुत uneven है. कहीं पे इतने भर के लोग रहते हैं. There are some places where, like Bihar, population density is so high. And there are some places like Arunachal Pradesh, 17 people are living in per square kilometer area. And there are other countries like America and other countries where the entire population is much less than India. So population is highly unevenly distributed in the whole world. So this is distribution of population. Okay. Explain age composition. Do you think people above the age of 60 years should work? So students, in your WhatsApp social science group, I have sent you its answer. Can anyone read it for the whole class? For the few students who are in the class?
Age distribution, also called age composition. In population studies, the proportionate number of persons in successive age categories in a given population.
In a given population. So again, understand it. Wait. Okay. Here, age distribution. Students, can you see? Here it is definition. If anyone wants, take a screenshot. Otherwise, it's over there in your WhatsApp. Age distribution, also called age composition, in population studies, when we are studying about population, the proportionate number of persons in successive age categories in a given population. So, do you think कि हम लोगों ने इस तरह का कुछ पढ़ा है हमारे इस चैप्टर में? Age distribution, अलग अलग एज में distributed चीज हम लोग पढ़े हैं, that how many people are there in different age groups and when they are less, when they are high.
Yes, sir, we have read.
In where we have read? In what? In the population pyramid. Very correct.
Yes,
in the population pyramids. Population pyramids में अगर हम लोग देखते हैं, I will again share the NCERT book with you. So there. So again, age distribution is only known as age composition. That is the proportionate numbers of persons in successive age categories. That is, say from 0 to 5, how many people are there? From 5 to say 19, how many people are there? From 19 to say 65, how many people are there? So in different age categories, how many proportion of people are there in a given population is only known as the age composition or age distribution. So next, the question, what is the question? So here, as you can see, here, population pyramid, as you all can see in this, there are different age categories. One age category is from 0 to 14 years. Then it is from say 15 to 59 years, that is from 60 to 60 above years, 60 to 85 plus years. In different age categories, how many people are there? Also say male and female. ये भी दिया हुआ है. Male and female is also given in here. So this is age composition in a given country. So from this we can get. What is the next question? Someone read it. ये क्या 60 साल के ऊपर से लोगों को काम करना चाहिए? Should they work? What do you say? It should be your answer. आपका ये होना चाहिए.
No, sir.
No, 60 साल की उम्र में सबको घर में बैठ जाना चाहिए चुपचाप. You all tell,
Sir,
you know.
nearly who does a government
Sir, it
job
depends.
at the age of 60 he retires.
See the retirement age of government services right now in Google. What is the retirement age in government services? Is it 60 or is it 65? Is it 60 or 65? Is it 60? What is the age of retirement in government services in India?
It is divided state-wise.
In different states, it is different?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in different states. So just let us find about our own state. What is the retirement age in government services in UP?
60 years.
60 years. Okay. So I guess in most of the state it is 60 years. Fine. So do you think people above the age of 60 years should work? So now in this you can give your own answer. So let us ask from all the students who are present here. First is Abdul. Abdul, you tell me what are your views regarding this?
Sir, it will depend on that person how he is.
Okay, that is true. It depends on that person's will if he wants to work or not, isn't
If
it?
he is strong enough, then
Means health wise, if he is strong enough, then he may continue working. Okay, yeah, that is a good answer. Abhishek Kumar Yadav, what is your answer? Abhishek, iska answer to do. Give this answer. What do you feel that people above the 60 years of age, if they should work or not? Okay, maybe Abhishek's network is not that good. Pranjal, what is your answer? What do you feel regarding people above 60 years of age?
Sir, they no don't, because if their sons are, so they why need to work, and if they are in government if they are government employees, so they will get pension also.
अच्छा, एक बात पता है कि नहीं स्टूडेंट्स आप लोगों को? पेंशन बंद हो गया है. Do you know the people who are right now getting government jobs, they will not get pension. You should know about that. Though they will, when they will retire, they will get a a good amount of money which they will save in their gratuity fund and other things. But otherwise, pension scheme is now over. Just only those people who are getting pension, they will get pension. Or those who are there in the service, जो पुराने समय के लोग हैं, they will get. But the new people, they will not get pension. They should. So okay, Pranjal's view is also correct. Abhishek Singh Yadav, now what is your view?
Sir, I think they should not work after the age of 60, because many people after the age of 16 become physically not fit for working. So if they want, they can work in houses, like help in cooking or something else.
Help in cooking and something. Why? If they want to wish to do any business
Like
or some sort of thing. Yeah, that is true. But Manlo, if someone wants to do their own business from their house or something like that, then can they
Yes,
do that?
they can do. Sir,
Yes.
if they are healthy,
Meaning,
they can.
yeah, if they are healthy, meaning officially when they are retired, so they should not. Officially when they retire at 60, so they can do any kind of a light work, whatever they want, if they are physically fit. Yes, Abdul?
Sir, Ambani age is 63 years.
Ambani is 63-year-old. But is he really doing any very hard work? I'm not saying कि उनके काम में hard work नहीं है. Supervising such a big business empire, meetings, all these things. Yeah. Well, the real fact is, students, जो सही fact है, many people are working above 60 years of age, isn't it? बहुत से लोग हैं in the world who work above 60 years of age. You know, in foreign countries, though there is retirement students, but people work till whatever time they want to work in foreign countries. जब तक काम कर सकते हैं और करना चाहते हैं in foreign countries, people work. But this is your answer in examinations. If this question come, write your own view. You will get full marks for that. अपने views इसमें आप लिखना. In this answer, do you think people above the 60? But explain age composition. In that you will have to write the perfect answer, which is the fact. What is age composition? Japanese face so many natural disasters every year, yet the people of Japan have made their country developed. What values are promoted by Japanese? Japanese क्या values promote करते हैं? Yes, Abhishek. What do you feel? Hard work and definitely, you know. And Abdul, what? Hard work and
solidarity.
Solidarity. I didn't get that word. चलो hard work तो समझ लिए. और अच्छा ये do you know this point or not? Japanese people are the longest living people on the earth. सबसे ज़्यादा जापान के लोग जीते हैं. People in Japan live the longest life. So you know, the Japanese people have a very healthy lifestyle. Japan के लोग बहुत उनका healthy lifestyle है. Do you know in India? Just the other day, I was quite shocked. One of my students in class 9th, he came on a bike in school. So what his age is? 14 years, yeah, 14 to 15 maybe at max.
14, 15.
He came 14 to 15. So he came on a bike in school. So in India, you know, all the youngsters, they want bike, they want scooty and all these things. But do you know in Japan, many people just do cycling. They rely on cycle. So, you know, Japan is really having sustainable development. Japanese people have a very healthy diet, very healthy lifestyle. They exercise regularly. They are very disciplined. You know, any country can always be developed only when its population is very disciplined, have a perfect routine and do hard work. Do you think we Indians, we lack these things in ourselves?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Definitely. In many places we lack. First of all, our lifestyle, most of us do not lead a very healthy lifestyle. Then most of us, our lives are undisciplined, which should not be. And yes, many Indians do not want to do hard work. That is the, you know, sorry to say, but many Indians do not want to do hard work. You know, government service mil gaya, ho gaya, kaam khatam. As we have seen in many cases. So in Japan, the values promoted by Japanese are hard work, honesty, you know, healthy lifestyle and routine. So these are the values which the Japanese have promoted.
In Japan, people also take care of nature.
That is what I said. You know, there are so many trees, not in Japan, students, even, you know, in most of the foreign countries, you know, you will see there are these beautiful parks everywhere. And, you know, the roads and everything is so clean. And do you know, हमारे इंडिया में तो कहीं पे भी हम आज भी कूड़ा फेंक देते हैं. You know, we spit anywhere we want. We are taking our dogs out and anywhere the dog is, you know, shitting and all these things is happening. In foreign countries, you cannot do it like that. It is not at all, it is totally prohibited, and if you do something like that, you'll have to pay a heavy penalty. And people are also aware. If you will see Japan's videos, people are also very aware. So Japanese is a country of technology, but they use bicycle. Correct. See, how nicely Abdullah said, Japan is a country which is known for its technology. I think all of you who are right now in the class know. Japan is known for its innovations, for its technology and all their development, but still they are using bicycles. क्यों? वो तो तरह तरह की चीजें बना के वो यूज कर सकते हैं. Because students, bicycling is very good for our health, for our mind, and it's fun also. So let us see. Hopefully, some of you will continue to do bicycling. I'm not saying कि अगर आपको 10 किलोमीटर दूर जाना है तो आप bicycle से जाओ. No, I'm not that. But for short distances and all these things, we must use bicycle. No, I still use bicycle in many cases. Japanese is a country of technology, but they use bicycle. They are aware of nature care. Yes, definitely. They are aware of the natures. They care for nature, but not only nature, they care for their own body also.
Sir, do you know
Okay.
in Japan, one newspaper is there, when people read that newspaper, there is a seed, and after reading the newspaper, they sow the seeds in the plant.
See how beautiful are these traditions. There are so many beautiful traditions.
Yes.
So, next year, not next year, sorry, next session, hopefully when I will be teaching you history, we will also try to do some things like these. We will try to, sustainable development के बारे में हम लोगों ने बहुत बात कर लिया. We'll try to do our own part in little ways. Chalo. On the outline map of India, mark and label the following states: highest sex ratio, lowest sex ratio, highest population. अच्छा, highest sex ratio किस state में है students? In which state it has the highest sex ratio?
Kerala.
Kerala. Lowest?
Sir, lowest is Haryana.
Haryana. Highest population?
Uttar Pradesh.
Uttar Pradesh. Correct. And Uttar Pradesh highest population density?
Bihar.
Bihar.
And lowest population density?
Arunachal Pradesh.
Arunachal Pradesh. So, would you like to do the map work right now of this? We can do it. I can show you on the screen.
Yes.
Do you have maps? Abdul, comment hai? Others? Do everyone
Yes.
have the maps? Others? Pragya and Pranjal, Satyam?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So wait. Let me see. Maybe I
Yes.
can do it live on the screen. So let us see. Just a second. Okay. Just wait a second. Students, can you see the screen? Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And hopefully you can see the map in it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us do. First one is highest sex ratio. So it will be Kerala.
Kerala.
So it will be this state. Kerala. Next. Just wait. Next is lowest sex ratio. It is in Haryana. Now you all tell
Yes.
me which one is Haryana. यहाँ पे बताओ कौन सा हरियाणा है.
Sir, above the Gujarat, that is something like
यू ऑल टेल मी कौन सा हरियाणा है. अच्छा लो ऊपर से शुरू करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स, क्योंकि ये भी आपके मैप में आएगा. ऊपर से शुरू करते हैं, जम्मू कश्मीर से. सबसे पहला से दिस वन आई एम पॉइंटिंग. कैन यू ऑल सी वेयर आई हैव मेड द पॉइंट? व्हिच इज दिस स्टेट?
yes sir,
व्हिच इज दिस स्टेट?
sir
Jammu
Ladakh,
Kashmir.
Ladakh. Which is this state?
Ladakh, Jammu Kashmir,
Jammu Kashmir. Which is this state?
Himachal Pradesh,
Correct. This one?
Uttarakhand,
Uttarakhand. Correct. This one? ये कौन सा है state?
Punjab,
Other students, is it correct? Is it Punjab?
yes sir,
अभिषेक मैं दूसरे स्टूडेंट्स को पूछ रहा हूँ. They should be confirmed. Others, you know, Abdul, Pragya, Pranjal, Satyam,
Which
others.
point?
Sir, which
This one. This one. देखो. Can you see where I made this point circle?
Yes, sir, it is Punjab.
Punjab, very correct. And this one is Haryana. So let us write H for Haryana, P for Punjab. This is Haryana. And what is this one, students? जिसको मैं अभी यहाँ पे I am filling it with. Correct. It is Delhi. Delhi. चलो तो हरियाणा. अब आ जाते हैं हाईएस्ट पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी.
Uttar
हाईएस्ट उत्तर प्रदेश.
Bihar.
Bihar,
हाँ,
Bihar,
it is Bihar. Next is lowest population density. अब this may confuse some of you.
Himachal Pradesh,
अब बताओ which one is अरुणाचल प्रदेश? कौन सा है अरुणाचल प्रदेश? ओके बताते हैं.
Up one.
अप वन कौन सा? अच्छा ये कौन सा है?
this one,
This one.
no
What
sir,
is this?
after that, sir, next
This
to
one?
it,
Sir, after
This
that.
one?
next
This
to
one?
it, yes sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. And what is this one? उसके ऊपर पहले वाला क्या था कौन सा था?
no sir, Sikkim, no.
ये कौन सा था? What was this?
Bhutan.
Sir,
Bhutan. Correct. Bhutan. So this is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh. So this map work was quite easy. And this chapter's map work is done. ज़्यादा कुछ था नहीं in this. So this was it. Like this, you know, we will do actually. Now I can do the map work like this. Earlier I was not able to do it. So from now on, और भी जितने भी maps है, we will do it like this. Tomorrow also I will take a class of yours. So we'll discuss more map works, more exercises, more other things, and it will be all good. So now will you all be able to do the comet work of this chapter? Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay then. So now are there any more questions or can we end today's class? Students?
No question sir.
चलो ठीक है.